What's common between Robert Dalet, an underwater oceanographer, and Simon Lake, a naval architect? Well, it turns out that they both were inspired by Jules Verne. Robert Dalet, he was the person who discovered the wreckage of the RMS Titanic, which sank in the year 1912, which we all know about. He discovered the wreckage of that on the seafloor, 4 kilometers under the water, in the year 1985. And he cites Jules Verne as a great inspiration of using submarines and then going down the track of oceanography. And then Simon Lake, the person who was first assigned to build a submarine for the Navy. He created the prototype for that in the year 1893, and he has credited that submarine wholly to Jules Verne, as he read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne in his childhood. Now, why this book, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, so influential over oceanography and modern day submarines? Well, for that, we need to understand what inspired Jules Verne to write the book. Now, in the year 1860s, Jules Verne went into a World's Fair in Paris, and there he saw a model of a French submarine displayed in the fair. Now, he was so much inspired by the submarine, and then he started writing about a novel where submarine has a very key role. His novel is called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and it was published in a very serialized format in a French magazine from the year 1868 to 1869. Now, what's so special about this book? Well, the story follows some events when people traveling in ocean, majorly sailors, they experience an object traveling under their ships faster than anything they have ever observed, and it's bigger than a wave. Now, it's very unusual in that time. So, when that same object tries to destroy two ships, then some men in the land are tasked to investigate about this phenomenon. One of them is a harpooner, a professional catcher of big mammals like sea whales and all other big mammals, and one of them being a scientist and professor and his servant. They all ventured into the sea to look for the solution, to look for the issue. They all venture into the sea to find the cause of the phenomenon. And when their boat is destroyed by the same object, they fall into the ocean, and then they are rescued by the ship's owner, Nemo. Nemo is the person who invented the submarine, and he's the one who's controlling it. The submarine is so advanced that it is equipped with all modern day features, like traveling faster using electric propulsion, and then having an air purifier and a small habitat to live in for whole life. And that is why the book has so much influence, because it was written back in the 19th century where submarines weren't so advanced. When the people, the scientists and the engineers who were tasked to create submarines, build submarines, and and anyone who was affiliated with the career in oceanography, they read the book, and they were so much inspired with the accuracy of Jules Verne in depicting a submarine and writing about the functionalities of the submarine in a very practical way, that they had to occupy some of the ideas in science. That is the reason why Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is so much influential. I think and I hope that you will have learned something important today, and I hope that I will be continuing making videos like this for the next few weeks. Thank you.